just had differences. And unfortunately, you know, because of sometimes baggage that we all carry, it just didn't work out. If it was a relationship that just happened before its time.
Rozonda, Chilli, Thomas just confirmed awful Usher and Diddy rumors. And now fans are scrambling to piece together the truth behind the headlines.
That was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
From Usher's intense romance with Chilli to a rejected proposal that broke hearts and sparked whispers about his sexuality, to shocking allegations about his teenage years living with Diddy, this story runs deep. Chilli's recent comments breathe new life into questions fans have long asked. What really happened between her and Usher? Was Diddy's so-called flavor camp darker than we thought? And why is everyone suddenly talking again? From secret heartbreaks to grooming claims, Chilli's truth is finally coming out. Okay, let's get into Let's Talk about a love story that started with a dream but ended with pain. In 2001, Usher started dating Rozonda, Chilli Thomas from the famous girl group TLC. At that time, Usher was still a young man. He was full of big dreams and working hard to become a music superstar. What made this story interesting is that Usher had looked up to Chilli for years before they even started dating. He once shared that when he was only 8 years old, he had a poster of Chilli on his bedroom wall. To him, she was not just a celebrity, she was a shining star. So when they finally got together as a couple, it felt like a dream had come true for him. He truly loved her, and he wasn't shy to say it. Usher often said he was her biggest fan, and Chilli knew how deep his love for her was. But sometimes, love is not enough. Even though their feelings were strong, their relationship had a lot of problems behind the scenes.
We just had differences. And unfortunately, you know, because of sometimes baggage that we all carry, it just didn't work out.
During their time together, Usher wanted more than just dating. He loved Chilli so much that he asked her to marry him. He wanted her to be his wife. But Chilli said no. This broke Usher's heart deeply. He didn't expect that answer, and it really hurt him.
If it was a relationship that just happened before its time.
He later shared that after she said no, he found it hard to trust women again. It made him close his heart and feel like no one would ever love him the way he wanted. Even though he knew he had also done things that hurt Chilli, he said the pain of her rejecting him made him feel like he wasn't good enough. This pain didn't just stay hidden, it came out in his music. In 2004, Usher released his album Confessions. And it was full of songs about heartbreak, cheating, and love gone wrong. One of the songs on the album was called Superstar, and many fans believed it was written about Chilli.
This is for you, my number one.
It showed how important she was to him and how much she had affected his heart. Now, people started talking. There were whispers and rumors. Some said Chilli didn't accept Usher's proposal because she had doubts about him. They thought maybe Usher wasn't being his true self. Some fans even wondered if he was hiding something about who he really was. His emotional songs that came out after their breakup made people think that something deeper had happened between them. Some folks believed Usher might have been struggling with his identity and didn't know how to talk about it. But these are just rumors. Usher never said anything to confirm these stories, and Chilli didn't speak about it either. What we do know is that both of them were heartbroken. They both felt pain from the breakup. Usher once said that one of the reasons their relationship didn't work was because Chilli had very strict rules for him. He felt like he had to behave in a way that didn't match who he really was. At that time, Usher was still growing, still trying to figure out who he wanted to be. He said they kept missing each other emotionally. He wanted to be close to her, wanted her to be part of his life in a real way, but she wasn't always there. He felt like she didn't believe his love was real. That made everything harder for him. Their connection started to fade, and things between them became more and more difficult. Chilli also spoke about their relationship. She said that people on the outside probably thought their love was perfect, but on the inside, it was not easy. She explained that Usher had to act a certain way just to be with her. That wasn't easy for him. It was like he was trying to be someone else. Their relationship went on and off for years. Sometimes they were together, sometimes not. But in the end, it didn't last. Chilli felt that Usher couldn't give her what she really needed. She believed he tried, but it just wasn't enough. Their love was strong, but the problems were stronger.
I wish that we were able to really work out our issues, because if we had met later, this would be a totally different behind the music.
Usher said later that he really loved her and never played with her heart. He told Chilli, "I did everything I thought you wanted me to do, but maybe my best wasn't good enough." That one sentence shows how broken he felt. He wanted to be the perfect man for her, but it didn't work out. Now here's where the story gets even more complicated. Some people believe that one reason their love didn't work out had to do with Usher's past, especially his connection to Sean Diddy Combs.
Can you feel me? Do that shit, do that shit, do it, do that shit, do that shit, can you do it?
There have been serious and strange rumors about Diddy for years. Many people know that Diddy has been involved in wild parties, strange behavior, and things people don't usually talk about in public.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
When Usher was just 14 years old, he went to live with Diddy. That's right, a young teenage Usher lived with a grown man who was known for throwing wild parties. A lot of people now wonder what Usher saw or experienced during that time. It's even more troubling that Usher never talked much about it until years later.
That was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
There are rumors that Diddy had a big influence on Usher's personal life. Some even say Diddy might have been the reason for Usher's confusion and heartbreak. One shocking claim is that Usher and Diddy shared a bed. Yes, Diddy himself accidentally said this during an interview. He tried to laugh it off, saying they would fight over cereal in the morning, but many people didn't believe him. The way he acted in the interview made fans feel like there was more to the story. It didn't stop there. Other people, like singer Jaguar Wright, have spoken out. She said Diddy had strange relationships with young artists, and it wasn't always about music.
As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, come get the front shot.
She claimed that what was supposed to be a mentor-student relationship was really something else. She didn't say these things for fame. She said them because she wanted the truth to come out. That made even more people look at Diddy and Usher with suspicious eyes. Some people even say Usher caught a disease from Diddy. Yes, the rumor is that Usher got herpes while staying close to the music mogul. After Usher's song Let It Burn came out, fans started connecting the dots. One person said, was he singing about herpes when he said let it burn? Another joked, he's lucky it wasn't something worse. These jokes might seem funny, but they point to something very serious going on behind the scenes. If any of this is true, it means Usher's life was changed forever at a very young age. There are many stories about Diddy being seen doing inappropriate things with male celebrities. None of this has been fully proven, but the stories keep coming up. The rumors say that Diddy was not just watching these things happen, he was part of it. Even worse, some of those involved may have been too young to understand what was happening, including Usher.
I just wanna take it nice and slow.
In 2024, things got even stranger. Usher's social media accounts were suddenly wiped clean. All his posts were gone. Fans quickly started guessing that it had something to do with Diddy's legal problems. Diddy had just been arrested and was facing serious charges. People thought maybe Usher was trying to hide something. But Usher came back and said his account was hacked. He told fans not to believe the rumors. He even made a joke about it and reminded fans about his concert that night. Still, the timing made many people feel like something was off. Back in 2016, Usher talked more openly about his time with Diddy. He said it was a wild time in his life. He moved to New York and lived with Diddy for a year. He called it Flavor Camp and said he saw things he didn't understand at the time. When asked if he would ever send his own child to live with Diddy, Usher quickly said, "Hell no." That one answer said a lot. It showed that Usher now looks back at that time with worry and discomfort. Earlier this year, Usher's name came up again in court. A music producer named Lil Rod filed a case against Diddy.
In a 79-page lawsuit filed by a music producer who claims to have worked with and lived with Sean Combs for a period of time, alleges there were underage girls, hidden cameras, and sexual harassment at his home, all of which Combs denies.
In the court papers, he claimed Diddy told him that he had been with a well-known R&B singer and other men. The papers didn't say Usher's name, but they gave clues. The singer performed at the Super Bowl and had a long Las Vegas show. Fans quickly guessed that the court was talking about Usher. Usher didn't respond to these new rumors, but another person mentioned, rapper Meek Mill, did respond. He called the claims sick and false. All of this brings us back to the big question. Was Diddy's influence the reason for Usher and Chilli's breakup? Did the things Usher saw or went through as a young man living with Diddy change him forever? Did Chilli sense something was wrong? Something Usher couldn't talk about? We may never know the full truth, but what's clear is that there is a long and complicated history behind Usher's love life, his music, and his relationship with Diddy. Some people say Usher's songs tell the story. Songs like Confessions, Superstar, and Let It Burn are filled with deep emotions and painful truths. Maybe these songs are his way of talking to the world without saying things directly. Maybe music is the only way he can express what really happened. What we do know is this: Usher loved Chilli, and their love didn't survive. There were deep reasons behind their breakup, and some of those reasons might be tied to secrets, heartbreak, and the influence of powerful people like Diddy. The more we learn, the more questions we have. And as new stories come out, it's clear that the world is only beginning to understand what really happened behind closed doors.
Jimmy said, "Man, I'm here because Clyde Davis called me, and him and Puppy's real tight, and lovers." So I thought he was talking like they got love for each other. All right. He said, "Yeah, they are lovers." I said, "Well, why you keep saying that?" I said, "Look."
Additionally, Suge Knight, the former CEO of Death Row Records, recently made some shocking claims in a prison phone interview. Suge said Diddy was taught to use drugs, alcohol, and sex to control young artists. He said this was not something Diddy created himself, but something others in the music industry taught him. Suge even said powerful people behind the scenes used these methods to take control of artists' lives. He claimed Usher and Justin Bieber were also caught in this lifestyle at a young age. These are serious statements, but no clear proof has been shown to back them up. According to Suge, this change in behavior is what led some artists, like Diddy, to start doing weird stuff. Though he didn't say exactly what that meant. Suge pointed to drug use as a way for powerful people to gain control. He said that when someone is under the influence, they are easier to manipulate and use.
Where you walk in the streets, you walk into a party, standing in there is Puffy, Dre, Snoop.
Right.
What do you say?
First of all, you know I don't go to those type of parties. I'm straight. All me. Cool on me.
In his phone interview, Suge also made claims about Usher. Suge claimed that Diddy gave Usher alcohol, drugs, and even introduced him to sex at a young age. Suge said this was not about love or relationships, but about controlling him. He said that this kind of behavior is used by some people in the industry to keep artists under their thumb. Suge added that while being gay is someone's personal choice, these people were not doing it out of love. He said it was about using people, not caring for them. These claims are very serious, but again, no strong proof has been shown to confirm them. As for Usher, there is no official connection between him and the legal troubles that Diddy is facing. Usher's name has not come up in any legal cases about these issues. There are no court papers or police reports that say Usher did anything wrong. He has not spoken publicly about these claims, and there is no evidence linking him to Diddy's situation in a legal way. That hasn't stopped people from asking questions, though. Many fans and people on the internet have shared their thoughts about Usher's personal life, especially about whether he is straight, gay, or bisexual. People have been curious about Usher's sexuality for many years. Back in 2011, his ex-wife, Tamika Foster, made a post on Twitter that made people talk. She wrote that undercover gay men should wear something like a colored wristband so people would know. Some thought she was trying to say that Usher was secretly gay, without using his name. The post upset a lot of people. They thought it was mean and unfair. Tamika later tried to explain that she wasn't talking about all gay men, only about men who hide the truth. Still, her post made people wonder even more if she had been talking about Usher all along. In 2013, actress and TV host Jenny McCarthy added more to the rumors. During an interview, someone asked if she found Usher attractive. She said yes, but then said something surprising. She wondered if Usher was really straight. She said some men who look that good but don't date many women make her wonder about their sexuality. She didn't accuse Usher of anything, but her words made more people start asking questions. Still, she didn't say she had proof. She was just sharing her personal thoughts, which helped keep the rumors going. Usher became a star with his second album called My Way, which came out in 1997.
She likes it my way, my way.
One of the songs from that album, Nice and Slow, became #1 on the music charts.
I just wanna take it nice and slow.
This made Usher very famous, and he became known for his singing and dancing. After that, he released more albums. His third album, 8701, won him 2 Grammy Awards. People loved his music, and he became one of the best-selling R&B singers ever. But even though he was doing well in music, people were very interested in his personal life. His fame made people look at who he dated, how he dressed, and how he acted. Some people think Usher might be gay or bisexual because of his fashion and the people he hangs out with. He has friends in the LGBTQ+ community and sometimes wears clothes that are different from traditional male styles. He is not afraid to dress in ways that stand out. Some people think this means he might not be straight, but clothes don't tell us someone's sexuality. Just because someone dresses differently doesn't mean they are gay or bisexual. These are just guesses, and none of them are based on real proof. Usher has been married 2 times. His first wife was Tamika Foster, the same woman who made that Twitter post. They got married in 2007. She was 10 years older than Usher. She had also been married before and had children. Usher and Tamika had 2 sons together. Their names are Usher Raymond Fiff and Naveed Ely. Even though they had children and seemed like a happy family, their marriage did not last. They got divorced after 3 years. Many people think their relationship was not easy and had many problems.
I was starting a family and I was styling him primarily. Most artists want to do business with him, so they feel like they have to choose a side. They feel like, well, I don't want to hire you because I don't want to piss him off.
Usher's second wife was Grace Miguel. She was also his manager.
It's been coming up recently that Usher's amazing, but him being my third husband is the least interesting thing about me.
He was your third husband?
Yes.
Okay.
And amazing.
Okay.
Like, amazing.
Renee was first?
Renee was
Who
my
was
first.
second?
Miguel. Ludwig von Erhard Miguel.
What did he do?
He's a producer.
Okay.
They were together for a while and got married in 2015. People thought their marriage would last because they had worked together for a long time, but they had problems too. Some people said Grace wanted kids, but Usher didn't. Also, during their time together, there were some serious accusations made against Usher. 3 people said Usher gave them herpes without telling them first. This created a big scandal and may have added more stress to his marriage with Grace. Soon after, they got divorced. Besides his marriages, Usher also dated many famous women. In 1993, he dated Karen Vereen, the daughter of actor Ben Vereen. Then, in 1995, he was linked to singer Monica. Around the same time, he also dated singer Brandy Norwood. Then, in 1999, he dated writer Karine Steffans. Their relationship lasted on and off for about 5 years. After that, he dated Chilli from the music group TLC from 2001 to 2003. Their relationship was talked about a lot in the media. After they broke up, Usher later got married to Tameka Foster. He also dated other women like Jennifer Freeman, Naomi Campbell, Keisha Cole, Mimi Faust, Joy Bryant, and Pamela Anderson. This shows that Usher has dated many women, which is why some people think he is straight. In 2017, Usher was accused by 3 people who said he had sex with them but didn't tell them he had herpes. 2 of the people were women, and 1 was a man. They all said their contact with Usher happened after 2012. One of the women, Quantasia Sharpton, spoke publicly. She said she met Usher at his concert on her 19th birthday. She said they later met in a hotel and had sex, but he never told her anything about having herpes. She said she tested negative for the disease, but still felt hurt and scared. She said Usher never contacted her again after that night. A lawyer named Lisa Bloom helped Quantasia with her case. Lisa said people have a right to know if someone they are sleeping with has a sexually transmitted disease. She said Usher broke that trust and did not follow the law. Lisa also said court papers showed that Usher had herpes as early as 2009 or 2010. In 2012, Usher paid $1.1 million to a woman who said he gave her herpes. That made people wonder if there were more victims. Lisa said more people had reached out to her with similar stories. Even though all of this made big news, Usher stayed quiet. He did not speak to the public about the new accusations. Some people believe his silence made things look worse, while others think he just didn't want to make things bigger.